Happy Wednesday, everybody. Oh, this is good. I'm coming to you live from the great outdoors. Yep. My husband's gonna love this. I'm sitting under an umbrella, so the light is not hitting me in the face, but you can see God's beauty behind me, so that works. And there's no special effects needed. We have the lawn mowing guy going outside, we have the frogs going, and the birds chirping. And at any moment, Dusty Dog could bark. So it makes for the perfect video because I'm outside in my happy place. I never knew how much I needed to be outside. I always thought I was a tree hugger, and now I know for sure I am a tree hugger because I feel most grounded out in nature. So here I am with my video today. I'll be coming live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, give or take, but you'll find me Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays here. So I entitled this video, 3 Things I Learned When My Mom Was on Hospice. I was thinking about what I needed to talk to you on the video today, and this is what came to my mind, so this is what I'm going to do. I always go with those God nudges to talk about things. So this is just a short 3 things. The first thing you learned, well, the first thing that I needed to learn was where my mom wanted to go. And it's always a hard question that you need to ask your parents because nobody wants to have those hard conversations. That if you want to go to a hospice house, you want to die at the hospital, you want to die at home. And she made it very clear that she wanted to go home. So that was my sister and I's goal, to always get her home, and we did. And we were almost afraid that we're not going to get her home in time. But the Lord had different plans, and He gave us 9 extra days. So, man, I wasn't going to get emotional, and I already am. So, the first thing I learned is you can do hard things. I already knew I could do hard things, but you can do harder things than you ever thought you could do. I learned when I was pregnant with Ellie that I wanted to have natural childbirth as much as the whole entire world tried to talk me out of it. Because they said it's just too hard. And guess what? It was hard, but it wasn't that hard. So the Lord was already preparing me for some things that He already knew I could do hard things. So I could do a harder thing. And bringing somebody home to watch them pass away is a very hard thing to do. So that was my first thing I learned, is you can do hard things, and you can do hard things too. And I also learned that different hard things are different to other people. I always say the example is some people can drown in like a teardrop. That is such a big puddle for them, a teardrop. And then other people don't drown in a giant lake because that is how big of something hard they can handle. So it's all relative to you on what is your hard, but we can do very, very hard things. I also learned it's not an all or nothing. I went into this past year as an all or nothing, a give or take. It's this or that, all that person, that very much dualistic minded thinking, and I needed to get over that. And I got the opportunity to get over that by watching my mom pass away. So I learned it's not all or nothing. It can be joyful and sad at the exact same time. I could be happy and mad at the exact same time. It could be the most peaceful situation and stressful at the exact same time. So it wasn't a dualistic thinking anymore for me. It was things can happen simultaneously. Like I joke, because we're a big family of jokers. That's how you know we like you, is if we could joke around with you, that Mom's time at hospice at home was like a wake, an old-fashioned wake, where you used to be in the parlor and you brought the body home and everybody came over to the house and you visited the person. Well, we got to have a good old-fashioned wake, but we actually got to have it with a living person there, a living, breathing person that could still hear everything we were saying. So I thought it was pretty cool, because up until then I thought wakes at home were weird. I thought that was something very strange. I was like, how did people in the olden days do that? But I was like, this is great. I think there's more of this. I actually am working on a lot of things to help other families to have the hospice experience that we had, so they can have that at their house too. And the third thing I learned, or one of the things I learned, is all hospice should have live music. When my sister and I met with a lady we had never met before on a random Saturday morning at a Panera, and we signed up for all the things for hospice, the lady said, would you like music therapy? And I was like, I don't know about any of these other things, but I know exactly Mom would pick out music therapy, because we knew we were going to play lots of music, and Mom liked music anyway. But I was like, music therapy? I didn't even have to ask what it was. I was like, I know whatever it is, it will show up and it will be spectacular. And Her name is slipping my mind, but I think it was Rosalind is her name. I'm pretty sure that's her name. 9 out of 10 chances that her name is Rosalind. But Rosalind showed up one day, came in with her guitar and her iPad, or I think it was her guitar and her phone actually, and sat there with my cousin and I and Mom and played and played and played. Asked what kind of music Mom liked and played and played and played. And myself and my cousin Brenda were down the hallway, and I was like, I don't know how long she's supposed to be here. I'm probably sure she's here longer than she's supposed to be here. But she could stay all day long and just play the theme song to our life of all of these songs over and over. It made the environment so peaceful, and I believe it could do that for everybody. Even if you didn't like music, I think it is so therapeutic. It was the best part of hospice, I think, was the music, the live music. And we only got to have Rosalind come out twice because you come out once a week, and Mom made it to the next week, so she got to see Rosalind twice. But just played and sang and played and sang. And I sat there on the couch with Rosalind, and I was like, Rosalind, thank you for saying yes, that the Lord gave you this gift, and then he gave you this hard job. He asked you to do this hard job to go play in hospice, where I would say the majority of people are there to go and die. Like, there are exceptions of the word hospice now, but the majority of that, you know, you're never going to see these people again. I was like, thank you for saying yes. Thank you for doing your gift. And thank you for being fabulous about this, because she could have said no. She could have said, Lord, this is too hard. Why would I want to do this? Where's the hope in this? This seems sad. And I just let her know that it was truly a gift that God gave her, that special gifting, and truly a gift that she said yes, because saying yes to hard things is very, very hard to do. So I think that was fabulous. So that was my 3 things, just 3 of the things I could think of. I probably could write a whole entire book about the things I learned while my mom was on hospice, but 3 things that I wanted to tell you some stories to see if that helps people out, because my whole goal is to make sure excuse me, that this was easier for the next people. It was hard for my sister and I want to make sure that it's easier for the next person, and I ask that you make it easier for the next people. So I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.